This is the OnePlus Nord 2. It has a fast processor, fantastic camera, good battery life and great display. In fact, I think this is the most phone you'll ever need. Hi guys, you're watching the EJ Tech Show. My name is Deepith, and before I proceed with this review, make sure you hit that like button and do subscribe to our channel to not miss out on any future updates. First, let's get the pricing out of the way. Our review piece is this greenwood finish, which is exclusive to the 12GB RAM and 256GB storage variant, which is priced at 34,999 rupees. Other options for the OnePlus Nord 2 include the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant for 29,999 rupees or the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage variant at 27,999 rupees. The OnePlus Nord 2 is obviously a very good looking phone. OnePlus has updated the design language from the original Nord to mimic that of the flagship OnePlus 9 series, giving this phone a very premium look and feel. It looks and feels a lot more expensive than it actually is, which is a theme you'll see repeat itself in every aspect of the Nord 2. The back has that distinctive OnePlus 9 series camera bump. This greenwood color is exclusive to India and it's a great muted shade, very different from the usual colors you see on smartphones. It's made of this artificial leather material which has a slight texture and is very soft to the touch. It doesn't get any fingerprints at all and makes the phone really grippy and easy to use even with no case. I'm a huge fan. The front carries a punch hole style camera cutout to the side. The bottom bezel is a little thick, but that's a nitpick really. Bezels are pretty thin all around. The left side has the volume buttons, while the right side carries the power button along with the iconic OnePlus slider, with which you can quickly switch between ring, vibrate and silent modes. It was missing on the Nord CE, so it's nice to see it included here. There's no official IP rating for dust or water resistance, so do be careful with this phone around moisture. The Nord 2 pretty much gets the same display as found on the original Nord. This is a 6.43-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED panel with a 90Hz refresh rate and HDR10 Plus support. Overall, it's a fantastic display that you will have zero problems with. Brightness and contrast are amazing, colors are vivid, and watching content on this is a treat. A 120Hz refresh rate would have been nice to see, but honestly it makes very little difference. The in-display fingerprint sensor is still placed really low as OnePlus tends to do, but it's very fast and works with no issues. The OnePlus Nord 2 has a speaker grill on the bottom, which combines with the earpiece for a stereo speaker setup. The phone's speakers sound really good for its size and price range, with remarkable soundstage and bass. This also helps with the content watching experience and makes listening to music on the speakers a pleasurable activity too. Unfortunately, there's no headphone jack on the Nord 2. You expect OnePlus phones to be blazing fast, and well, yes, this one is too. That's the USP really, and this phone is no different. General UI speed is as smooth as you'll find on any Android device, and there are no slowdowns or lag anywhere. Of course, part of the reason for that is the latest MediaTek Dimensity 1200 AI chipset. The Dimensity 1200 is the new king of the mid-range, and it's extremely fast for its price point. If you're a gamer, then this phone is definitely for you. The OnePlus Nord 2 handles any game you can throw at it with ease. Call of Duty Mobile works on max frame rate, which is 60 FPS, and high graphics settings for some truly smooth FPS action. And yes, this phone can even handle Genshin Impact, the open world RPG that can bring even the newest flagships to their knees. Now admittedly, Genshin runs at 25 FPS at medium settings, but the fact that it runs at all is amazing and it's very playable. The phone doesn't get too warm at the back even after extended gaming sessions, and after 30 to 40 minutes of gameplay, temperature rarely went above 42 or 43 degrees Celsius. You can get the Nord 2 with up to 12GB LPDDR4X RAM and 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. But I'm also glad to see that the base variant comes with a minimum 128GB of storage. The OnePlus Nord 2 may be one of the last phones launched with Oxygen OS out of the box, because next year OnePlus is going to merge their operating system with Oppo's ColorOS for a new unified OS. The Nord 2 in particular gets a little preview of what that might look like, because there's a lot of ColorOS in here. This is most noticeable in the settings and camera apps, which look not much like OnePlus's own offerings and a lot more like ColorOS's implementations. Now honestly, I don't see this as a bad thing. Oxygen OS in the Nord 2 is still extremely fast and feature-rich, which is everything you want from a phone UI. The new camera app is easy to navigate and quite fast as well. There's also a separate gaming app which can collect all of your installed games and give you stats about your playtime. With the Nord 2, OnePlus promises 2 years of software updates and 3 years of security updates. Hopefully, this partnership with Oppo will see the OnePlus Nord 2 get faster Android updates in the future, but that remains to be seen. The OnePlus Nord 2 packs in a triple rear camera setup with a 50 megapixel wide and 8 megapixel ultra wide lens. There's also a 2 megapixel monochrome sensor, but well, that may as well not be here. The 50 megapixel main camera uses the Sony IMX766 sensor, same as the ultra wide camera from the OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro. This is a proven great sensor and it shows. In bright daylight, the Nord 2 takes very good looking shots that are pretty close to something you'd get with a flagship. Clarity is fantastic, contrast is great, and OIS in the main lens means that stability is not an issue. While the Nord 2 doesn't carry Hasselblad branding like its more expensive siblings, it does benefit from the same color processing. Colors are more natural and muted by default, at least until the HDR kicks in. The HDR processing can lead to some oversaturation in photos at times. The Nord 2 is also fantastic at portrait mode, where OnePlus's edge detection algorithm does a great job at making out the subject, even dealing with some messy hair. The flagship grade sensor really shines when it comes to night photography. The Nord 2's main camera is able to take excellent night shots, taking in a lot of light, and this is further helped by the night mode processing, which can get light from basically pitch black darkness. The OIS helps with the stability too, of course. The 50 megapixel main camera can also do 4K video at 30 FPS. The camera again punches above its weight when it comes to video, with great compensation for bright light and fantastic stabilization. Pans and movement are incredibly smooth. The 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, on the other hand, is about alright. It's not as wide as some other phones with a 119-degree field of view, and in contrast to the fantastic performance of the 50 megapixel wide lens, it can struggle with detail at times. The 32 megapixel front-facing camera is one of the biggest improvements from the original Nord. In outdoor or indoor lighting, it takes great pictures with accurate skin tone capture, and even portrait mode works very well. Things can get a bit wonky when the HDR kicks in, leading to slightly weird color palettes and oversaturation. The Nord 2 packs in a 4500 mAh battery, which is sufficient for everything this phone offers. In my pretty heavy usage, which included a lot of gaming and camera time, I got around 4.5 to 5 hours of screen on time. This could easily increase with lighter usage or using the screen at 60Hz. OnePlus has provided their Warp Charge 65 technology, which means that the Nord 2 can go from 0 to 100 in about 30 minutes, which is incredible. It doesn't get wireless charging, but that's easily forgivable with the fast charging speeds. The OnePlus Nord 2 punches way above its weight for its starting price of 27,999 rupees. It looks more expensive than it is, offers fantastic performance, gets a beautiful AMOLED display, and the camera is much more improved than before. Like I said at the start of this review, this is the most phone you'll ever need.